is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, my name is Erica. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. If you are not new, welcome back. I'm so excited to have you guys today. I'm going to be doing a full day of eating today. I am in a deficit, which means I'm cutting. I'm in a caloric deficit, and I'm currently eating 2,000 calories a day. I am 6 weeks into my cut, officially 8 pounds down as of this morning. It's going really well. So it's like 1 o'clock right now. I already had breakfast. I will put it up on this side of the screen for you guys, but it was an English muffin with avocado and a little egg white omelet, which is what I've been having a lot of the mornings lately. And then we also made a post-workout shake. So I'm gonna roll that clip right now. We're gonna go into post-workout smoothie mode. So these are all the ingredients: almond milk, protein powder, cocoa powder, stevia, xanthan gum, ice, and frozen strawberries. So I'll show you guys how I make it. Starting with 1.5 cups of almond milk. I just use the unsweetened kind. Then I'm gonna go in with 90 grams of frozen strawberries. 1 scoop of PEScience protein. This is peanut butter chocolate, and you can use code Erica if you want to save some money on PEScience. So just 1 scoop in there. Just gonna do a little dash of this stevia. 10 grams of cocoa powder. Throw in some ice cubes. And then after I blended it once, I'm gonna add just 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum to thicken it. All right, and now we're just gonna pour it up. Perfect consistency as per usual. And now it is lunchtime, so I decided today I wanted to make like a tuna salad sandwich on a grill. I don't even know. It's gonna be good though, so let's get into it. All right, so I have all my ingredients. First things first, obviously bread. Then I cut up some green onion. This is a full can of tuna. And honestly, tuna is such a good source of protein. This probably altogether has like 30 grams for 1 can, and it's very, very affordable. Then I'm gonna throw in 1.5 servings of light mayo, and then a little bit of this garlic seasoning. So I'm just gonna spread this onto the bread. It's a pretty thick sandwich, and there is still a little bit left in there, but I'm gonna throw this in a pan and kind of just grill it and then eat it that way. All right, so that is my beautiful creation. I'm actually very excited to eat this. It's like very simple, but this alone has like over 30 grams of protein, and I love a good sandwich. This bread is not any sort of like super low calorie bread. I don't love the like low carb breads. I honestly still eat regular bread on, you can hear that says like, I still eat regular carb or regular calorie bread on my cut. My calories right now are not significantly low to the point where like I can't enjoy normal foods and I have to go crazy low calorie on everything. But there are different tips and tricks that I'll share with you guys later on how I kind of tailor my meals to keep myself a little bit more full now that my calories are lower. But I'm gonna go eat this, and we'll see you guys later. Okay, so it is Saturday, which means just chilling. We're gonna go to the mall. So I'm gonna bring a protein bar with me. I don't eat protein bars super often, but when I do, I eat the PEScience ones. I like the white chocolate raspberry. It's my favorite flavor. It tastes like a raspberry Nutri-Grain bar. So if you've ever had one of those, that's what this tastes like. And then diet hack. Obviously, I'm not gonna sit here and recommend you drink tons of pop every single day, but I do get pretty hungry throughout the day, and something that helps me is if I have some pop or some sort of like carbonated beverage or just some sort of like 0-calorie flavored beverage. So I recently discovered Fresca. It is now the 2nd love of my life, and I drink one almost every single day, which, I mean, each their own. I know some people like to drink Diet Coke. I'm more of a Fresca gal now these days, but I'm gonna bring this, and I'm gonna bring this, and then I'll show you guys what I make for dinner. Okay, it is now dinner time, and I decided to make homemade poke tonight. Poke, I don't know how you say it. Anyways, picked up some tuna that's like chopped already from my local grocery store. So it's called poke tuna. So we're gonna use this. Then we have some leftover rice, so we're just gonna use that for the base of the bowls. And then now I'm just creating all the mixtures for inside. So I chopped up some onion. I'm gonna air fry that. Then we also have mango. I have some avocado. I have some zucchini, and I have some green onion that we're gonna throw in there. So we're gonna mix it all together, throw some sauce on it, and call it a day.
day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me.
Okay, so I'm finished making my Pokeball. It looks so good. Total, this is 44 carb, 7 fat, and 32 protein. So really solid meal. I'm very excited to eat this. Lots of colors in there, and it's just fun to make Pokeball from home. Okay, so that was dinner. It was so good. I just wanted to give you guys 3 of my top tips for being in deficit and cutting. I'm aware that it's difficult if you've never done it before to a certain extent. So some of my top tips coming at you. Number 1 is to opt for leaner protein sources. So when I was bulking or in my building phase, I would eat a lot of ground beef. It would be like 90-10, and while it's really good, obviously, it's a lot higher in calories and a lot higher in fat macros. So specifically myself on my cut right now, I'm tracking macros, and so my total calories are lower, but also all of my individual macronutrient goals are lower as well. So instead of having like 80 grams of fat to work with, now I'm down to 55, so I just have to make it work that way. So opting for leaner protein sources. We had a lot of tuna today, which is a very lean protein source. I have a lot of chicken, I have a lot of like 97.3 ground beef, things like that are really helpful. Egg whites like you saw this morning. So that's my first tip. My second tip would be to opt for foods that are a less dense version of that food. So for example, I love things like bagels. It's just a very high carb food, and it's higher in calories because there's more carbohydrates in it. It's a very dense food. So I eat a lot of English muffins now. I used to eat a lot of pancake mix when I was, or a lot of pancakes when I was in my bulk. I can still have that, I just have to have a smaller portion, or I kind of prefer having something that's gonna take up a little bit more space in my stomach and still have that carby feel, so I opt for English muffins because they're lower in carbohydrates. And then lastly, I would say just make sure you're staying hydrated. If you're dehydrated, you're probably going to feel hungrier than you would if you were actually adequately hydrated. So I drink a lot of water. I drink aminos if I'm thirsty, or I'll drink, like I showed you guys earlier, a Fresca, just to kind of like satisfy some of my cravings, and that can help as well. And now what I do after dinner, if I don't kind of pre-plan my full day in my FitnessPal, I will take a look at how many macros I have left at the end of the day after dinner, and then I will go ahead and make my nightcap with whatever macros I have remaining. So today I had like a decent amount of carbs, which was kind of exciting because I love oats for like a dessert. But I haven't had a ton of carbs to work with lately, so I have enough carbs to make oats tonight with some cookie butter, and then I had like 15 grams of protein left and a little bit of fat, so I just am going to have oats, cookie butter, a little bit of protein powder in there. You don't have to use the full serving, so even though a scoop is a serving of protein powder, I can put in like 10 grams, and that gives me like 10 grams of protein and some flavor, and then I'm just going to top it with a few pecans to give me a little bit of extra fats, and that's going to bring me really close to my final macro goals for the night. So that's what I do, is I just kind of come up with what my nightcap is going to look like based off of the calories and the macros that I have left after dinner. Alright, so that is going to conclude my full day of eating in a cut with some of my tips for staying in your calorie deficit while still enjoying the foods you're eating. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If it was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It definitely helps out my videos, and if you're not already subscribed, click that subscribe button down below. I will see you all in the next video. Can't wait.
It's how you operate a cadence, a flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation.